Hey guys, what is going on? Mike here from Altcoin Freedom. I hope you're having a good Friday, guys, wherever you are around the world. In this picture, we're looking at the Hanging Garden in Bali, Indonesia. I hope I get there with some of my TRX profits in the future when we're traveling around the world, and I hope I can meet some of you guys. Maybe we could have a big TRX meetup there, guys. Now, in this video, we're going to touch on a few things. We're going to talk about how TRX is kind of maybe we're set for a breakout. Maybe we're moving into a breakout, guys. So it's not time to sell right now. A lot of speculators are thinking maybe they want to sell, jump into some other projects. Or if you haven't, so that's not a good time. Maybe it's better to hold on right now. And if you haven't already gotten into TRX, maybe now it's a really great time with those prices or just to increase your position. We're also going to talk about how Justin Sun has some news coming up in fourth quarter, right? Some big things are in store for us in the fourth quarter. And also there was news about the social media giant Line has added TRX to its Bitbox exchange. And I also want to touch, guys, later on in the video, we'll talk about an option for all of us to maybe earn some more TRX. There's a really, really excellent candidate for the SR candidacy out there, right, for the super representatives. I'll talk about that a little later in this video, guys. But let's jump right in here and talk about how Tron could be set for a breakout, okay? Now, we know the market, we've seen a little bit of green today. That's pretty good. A lot of the projects we're involved in are up a little bit today, even though they're down from our all-time highs, right? They're really down now. We know a lot of money came out of the market recently, but good days are ahead, guys, as we're coming into the fourth quarter. Later on in the fourth quarter, we'll see some good things. All these projects that we're in, especially TRX, who have been laying the groundwork, making partnerships, acquisitions, everything, any project, anything you could wish for in a project you're in, they're doing, right? The team is excellent. Justin Sun's out there doing what he's saying he needs to do. So we just have to wait, right, and have faith and see what happens as we come into fourth quarter. But a lot of people, I'm hearing a lot of people in TRX are talking about, maybe the speculators anyway, are talking about trying to save some of their money, right? They're thinking maybe if they're seeing some green right now, maybe it's a time to sell and get into some other projects before they think TRX could pull back a little further. But you know, fine for some people like that if they're thinking about that, but most people are thinking, you know, the Tron community is very strong, and a lot of people are thinking they're going to hold, right? It's a good time maybe at these prices to increase their positions, and a lot of people that haven't got into TRX yet are thinking, hey, this is a good time to maybe get in on the project. So let's talk about why we think we could be setting for a breakout. Now, we know last time, guys, you know, Tron achieved a historical high of about 23 cents, right? And, you know, we're not anywhere near there right now, but we can expect in the next bullish run, there's a lot of room for TRX to recover up to that point, right? And push past that all-time high of 23 cents. Because we have to remember, at the time of that all-time high, Tron was just a project about 5 months old, okay? And they were doing a lot more marketing and development now than they were back then. So, you know, the tables have completely turned for several reasons we can talk about that there could be set up for a very, very good boom here, right, in the price and the growth of TRX in the next bull run, because we know the partnerships were built, we know the marketing's out there, we know the team has done just a great job with all of those things, everything they said they were going to do. So now at this point, Tron's not just, you know, what it was, the idea of it was what it was back then, right? It's just an idea. Now it's more of a robust project, okay? So months ago, it wasn't at the state it is now, and we had that 23 cent all-time high. So it's secured a lot of partnerships since then and recently, right? And we know they've gone independent from the Ethereum platform and the ERC20 token. We know the new virtual machine, guys, right? That's already live. People are saying it's great, and we know they bought BitTorrent, okay? So let's talk about BitTorrent a little bit. We know it's the world's main peer-to-peer decentralized information sharing network, 150 million users worldwide. It's enormous, guys, and it's the only relevant service of its kind, right? Because it's basically driven every competitor away out of the market, okay? So there's not a lot of competition in that scheme. And, you know, Tron announced that the current month they began the project Atlas, which is going to be a fusion of sorts, right, of Tron and BitTorrent in such a way that BitTorrent's going to use Tron's new mainnet as its base platform. So that alone is going to increase BitTorrent's performance significantly. And there's a lot more too, guys. We know that Tron's planning to use TRX tokens to create incentives for torrent users to seed their content, right? So they're going to seed that content for longer times. 150 million users of them doing this, okay? So there's going to be a lot of users that are going to come on, and a lot of new users, but basically a lot of new Tron users are going to be driving that network, creating a big demand and utility for the TRX coin. So that's interesting, guys. We know another new feature in the Tron environment is the virtual machine. Excellent reviews coming out about that case. Some people are saying it's the most versatile tool that has hit the crypto sphere yet. Okay, they're comparing it. I've heard in this article comparing it to the 80s TV character MacGyver, who was famous. You guys remember him, ability to build a nuclear bomb using only duct tape, okay? 2 spoons, saucepan, Swiss Army knife, could do anything. So people are comparing it to that. So that's good news. Now, to keep things short, guys, as we move on in the news, let's just say Tron is a completely different beast than it was before, okay? The community's bigger, the community's stronger, the community's more committed than it was back then when it was just a promise, okay? Now it's turned into an excellent blockchain project, okay, with lots of features they envisioned. They're out there. There's a lot more coming for the future that will become a reality. So Tron basically has a real utility to solve this real world problem. And in the next bullish run, guys, Tron should explode. It should be spectacular too, how they explode in price. So let's see where that takes us. Now, let's touch on Justin Sun. He was announcing that there's big things in store for the fourth quarter, right? Now, we know Justin Sun, he was speaking about the Project Atlas last time when we were all waiting for some news. And the Foundation mission talked about the role of the development of Tron during an interview with Forbes, and they were talking about the top priority of the foundation was to get content online. And now, since Tron is established as one of the major public chains, the foundation is stepping forward, building a healthy ecosystem, not just going to limit itself to incentivizing content, right? They want to decentralize the whole web. So they're going to be working towards providing that top-notch services to all consumers on the platform. And the foundation's mission also includes providing desktop and mobile products, which are fast, safe, and reliable. So Justin Sun, there was a quote from him when he was talking about Project Atlas. He said, "Currently, we are actively working on Project Atlas. It's a major step forward for a fairer internet. The project is in collaboration with BitTorrent and will extend the lifespan of the torrents swarm, offer rewards to peers who seed torrents, infuse resources into the torrent ecosystem, and establish financial rewards in return." So, claiming basically this project is going to reform the way content is shared and consumed by the people, and is basically working towards reshaping the whole industry for the better. So they're talking about incorporating this decentralized services into BitTorrent. BitTorrent, we already know it's the largest torrenting service application in the world, and this is only going to lead Tron to become basically the largest decentralized internet ecosystem in the world. And this network is going to have approximately 100 million active users right away because of BitTorrent. So with Project Atlas, they're going to be able to incentivize users on this BitTorrent ecosystem and basically to make people want to participate and contribute to the network, okay? So this is going to be a major, major move, and we know there's a lot of news coming out about that. We have to wait about fourth quarter, but Justin Sun last time with Atlas, he kind of teased us with that. So we'll see in the fourth quarter what's going to go on with there, but we know this revelation of the secret Project Atlas, that there's better details to come, right? More details are going to unveil that are going to be bigger, and that's supposed to come at the end of August. So let's keep our eyes out for that, guys. Now, a little bit of news also out of the industry here was reported by Ethereum World News that the social media giant Line announced the creation of an in-house crypto-to-crypto exchange going by the name Bitbox. Now, in Line's original announcement, the firm stated that it would offer the trading of 30 cryptocurrencies at 0.1% fees, with the press release only mentioning the largest cryptocurrencies offered. But additionally, it was noted that Bitbox's crypto-to-crypto service would be open globally, offering exchange options to consumers in all countries, but Japan and the US. So globally, right, bringing it to a lot more people. And we know there's going to be trading partners there with TRX. So with that announcement, the Line also launched a support for the Tron TRX coin, okay? An unexpected $10 million token venture fund. So Tron was recently confirmed by Bitbox Listing Committee, will now be available for trading on Bitbox via multiple trading pairs such as TRX and Bitcoin, TRX and Ethereum. So more global awareness, global usage, really just bringing Tron to the global masses, okay? So more good news out there for Tron. And we know this is an Asian social media giant. So having them partner with Tron, there's going to be some airdrops involved in that too, and that's going to be running until August 22nd. So interesting news, guys. Now, for you Tron holders out there, I came across some really interesting news about some more good ways that we can earn TRX, and let me tell you about that right now. Okay, guys, so a lot of you are always asking, right, and we're always talking in the messages and in our private groups about how we can make more TRX, who we should be voting for the SR representatives, and there is a very, very interesting team and project out there right now, guys, that I want to talk to you about. Their project team name is Tron Spark. You can go over to tronspark.com, check out more about it, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about it here, guys. Give you all the links in the description below. But basically, Tron Spark is going to be a digital online content platform, okay? And they're going to focus on blockchain, cryptocurrencies, and basically the Tron ecosystem. So let me tell you a little bit about this team, guys. The Tron Spark team is a Tron candidate for super representative, comprised of a devoted group of individuals who have a very deep passion for blockchain and its underlying potential. This passion is the spark behind our drive and motivation. Our goal is to provide the Tron community with a digital content platform which can be used to educate and inform the masses about the potential of blockchain along with the vision of the Tron protocol. Now, why this is so interesting, guys, is, a lot of the other SR candidates out there are actually companies owned by Justin Sun, or maybe they have no value or product to even offer, right? But we know here with Tron Spark, they are actually going to be the highest rewarding SR candidate. So I'm going to be voting for them, and I make some TRX there, guys, with your voting and increase your positions. This is definitely a team to be looking at. Some of the specs that we should be very interested in is that besides the voting process, they're also going to be offering 30% of their advertising sales, of all their advertising sales forever, to the first voters. So now it's also important to know they're going to be giving away 100% of all the Mine TRX to the community. So for the first month, 100%, guys, and 70% to all voters after the first month. And I'm going to mention the 30% of all the advertising income to our voters. So if you are interested, guys, I know a lot of us talk about it in our private chats, in our groups. We're talking about who we're going to vote for, how to get more TRX. This is a super interesting project. I want you guys to go check it out, tronspark.com. I'm going to give you a lot of links in the description below. On the site, they got a calculator. You can check it out, see some monthly estimated rewards. But super interesting. You guys should give it a read, learn all about it, and definitely a good place, or if you're looking, right, definitely a good SR candidate to think about if you guys are looking to do some voting and to earn some TRX. I'm also going to play a little video, guys, here of how easy it is to vote, and you can see it right from the team. So let's check that out here together.
It's how to calculate more or less how much Tron you can earn. In addition to that, I'm going to show you how to vote. It's really simple. It should take a minute or two. What we created here is a calculator. So you see here, Profitability Calculator. So I'm going to show, so essentially you can go to tronscan.org and you can find out who the representatives are. You can read on their pages, open up the representative pages and read all about them. The one with the most votes has around 390 million votes. Each Tron that you hold equals one vote, gives you one voting power. Even though they're given 85%, I think with us, you're getting 70%. In addition to the 70%, we're giving 30% of all the ad earnings. If you want to find out how much you can get from different projects, you can add here how many Tron you have. So there's a Tron Calculator. Let's go ahead and say, let's say you have 300,000 Tron, right? Immediately tells you here, hey, by voting for Team Tronix, you'll make essentially close to 2,000 TRX per month. That's just by you voting. It doesn't mean you gave up your Tron, any of that. Which team, the Tron Spark, you make about 5,000. Now, how can we give 70% and they give 85% and you earn more? The reason why, it's because they have probably 390 million votes, and then so they're sharing that with so many people, right? So with us, we haven't earned the full. We only need 100 million to become a SR. So with that, you make a lot more because there's less people to divide it with. But this does not include the 30% from ad space. Now, how do you vote? Okay, let's talk about voting. Essentially, the first thing you want to do, you want to go to tronscan.org. You want to create a wallet. So now you can have your own Tron wallet. You can go here, create a wallet. I'm going to go ahead and create a wallet. You just put a password here. And that it can be whatever you want it to be. Let's go ahead and hit next. You have to download the encrypted key. Keep this file safe. Don't show this to nobody. You may have to use this in order to retrieve your key in the future. Now you want to save your private key. Now I'm going to blur this out or potentially just delete this wallet after this video. So you won't be able to get anything. But you want to be able to write this down, save this, don't share this key with nobody. This is how you're going to be able to move your funds. Without this, the team at Tron, they would not be able to help you recover anything. So you need this money. That was how easy it was to open an account. So now to go to the account page, this is how you get to your account page. This is your wallet essentially. And it's super simple to get back in. I'm going to go ahead and log out to show you how to get back in and access your wallet. You just go to open wallet, You enter your private key, which you stored somewhere safe. You hit sign in, boom. You've just signed into your wallet, okay? It's super simple. Now, Tron Power is your ability to vote. Tron Balance is how much Tron you have. Now, however many Tron you have, it's comparable to your power, right? So you have one Tron, one TRX, you have one power to vote. But you have to freeze your Tron, and it will be frozen for 3 days, locked for 3 days. Once you freeze to vote, it will be locked for 3 days. Now, keep in mind, after 3 days, you can do whatever you want with your Tron. However, by keeping it in your wallet, your vote will remain with that super representative. Not your Tron. Your Tron is yours, but your vote will remain with them. So super representative, they can go up and down in votes. There is a voting happening every 6 hours. Once you vote for a super representative one time, the vote will permanently stay there. So until you move your Tron outside of this wallet, it will keep re-entering that vote to that super representative every 6 hours. Now, it will no longer be frozen. You will only be frozen for 3 days. But after those 3 days, the votes will remain. The super representative will continue to earn your votes every 3 hours, every 6 hours. So this is something that Tron created to allow for new super representatives to, in the future, be able to earn the place, and that once the 27 is elected, that doesn't mean that they remain elected forever. Somebody can come in and you can switch your votes and all that. However, we obviously recommend you to stick to a super representative, one that you love the vision that they provide. Now, with us being, we want to become a news source for Tron, and we want to empower Tron supporters to be able to leverage these videos, leverage these this news pieces to educate people on Tron. Now, the reason why you can't see this video is because I am in a hotel and they have blocked YouTube. So anyways, with that being said, you can go ahead and look at the projects, find one that you want to support, and do so. Now that we have created our wallet, how do we vote? First of all, you have to put Tron in here. So we want to copy the clipboard, we want to copy your address, and we want to go to your wallet. Wherever your Tron is stored, we want to go ahead and we want to send some Tron. In this case, I'm going to do 10,000. Okay, 10,000. Usually I would have done this is where the address goes, right here. TRX withdrawal address. Obviously, I'm withdrawing from Binance. You can do it from a wallet. You can do it from whatever. I'm going to go ahead and add here 10,000. So I'm going to send 10,000 to this address. So you can see here Tron. And I'm going to hit submit. It's going to ask me to enter my Google authorization code because I have the security enabled. Now, I don't know where you have your coin, wherever it is. Go ahead and do that. Now, with Binance, I have to go to my email and approve the transaction. Once I do that, I just wait probably 10 minutes or so, and I will see the balance here of 10,000 TRX. Once I receive the balance, I will click freeze and I will be able to vote, which I'll show you that here. You have your Tron here after a few minutes. Once it's here, you will have to freeze it. This will give you Tron Power. It's only going to be frozen for 3 days. And after those 3 days, you can do whatever you want with your TRX. However, if you keep it on your wallet, in your wallet, those votes will continue to remain with that super representative. So you will continue to earn the 70% for that representative. However, if you move your TRX out of this wallet, if you do other things with it, if you get rid of it, you will lose that voting power. You will stop earning money from that super representative. The way that the super representative is paying you is by sending TRX to this wallet, because you kept those funds in that wallet, and those votes will stay with them for as long as those funds are there. Just wanted to make sure you understood that. So how much do I want to freeze? Let's go ahead right here. I'm only going to freeze 500. And I'm going to use those 500s to vote. Now I hit OK, it's frozen. Now I have 500 voting powers. Essentially, you want to do this with all of your volume, with the full volume, and you want to really be able to vote. You want to go to the representatives, and we're going to go ahead and do the voting now. And this should only take a few minutes. I'm sorry. You want to go to votes right here, and you want to click the click here to start voting. Now it tells you here you have 500 voting power. 500 TRX to vote with. That doesn't mean you're giving away your TRX. You're simply using the power to vote. Now I'm going to go here and look for Tron Spark, which is right over here. And I am going to vote for Tron Spark. So I click here and I can add how much votes I want to do. I'm going to go ahead and put my full amount. So I'm going to just type in 500 or submit my vote. And just like that, I was able to vote for Tron Spark. Just keep in mind that you will begin to earn the rewards once Tron Spark make it into the super representative here in a couple of days or so. And that's going to happen automatically every month. The funds are going to be deposited directly into this wallet because all of this is being recorded in a blockchain. So they're able to actually see all of your votes coming in, and they're able to give you that on a monthly basis, or we're able to give you that. So that's how you vote for super representative. Super easy. If you have any questions, comment. You can either comment on a Tron Spark group. You can reach out to me. You can leave a comment, and I will try to answer. Thank you, guys.
Okay, guys, so that's a quick video about how to vote if you don't know yet. Maybe watch it a couple times to really make it all clear and clarify some of the things that you find confusing. But this is definitely a good project. I'm definitely going to be voting for these guys. They're giving away 100% of all the Mine TRX for the first month, 70% all the voters after the first month. So it's a good opportunity to get in if you haven't voted and staked your TRX yet and you're looking to make some more TRX. And the biggest thing with these guys, it's so important to realize that they're giving away 30% of all the advertising income to the voters. So that's a lot of profit going to be shared around the voters, guys. So get over to tronspark.com. That's the one I'm going to be telling everybody in our private communities, all the people who message me. If you are always looking for somewhere to make more TRX, you're looking for an SR candidate to be voting for, this is a very good option. So check it out, guys, tronspark.com, read all about it. And yeah, ask me any questions you have about it. I'm going to vote for these guys, and we'll talk more about it in some of our private groups, guys, okay? And have a good weekend. I'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.